Echelons 1 here. Today I'm going to be making fried fish, a seafood boil, and even baking a little bit of the fish as well. Stay tuned, you guys. So, back with another video. Today here I have fish. I'm going to be cooking various ways: salmon, whiting, and tiger shrimp. I also have snow crabs. Potatoes, these are some fancy purple potatoes. I also have a bag of another assorted flavored colors rather. So I'm going to be mixing all these ingredients, not with the fish, but I'm making a sauce as well. The description is going to be below, so you guys can basically see everything I put in it, and you can duplicate it if you like. If you want to add something, you can add it, take it out to your liking. It'll be great. So I'm going to start off here now with the sea salt, Himalayan sea salt. This is the only salt that I use to season my food. So I really highly recommend it. It's a good salt. It's healthy. So I'm going to season the food with the salt. A little bit of salt on everything. Like I said, again, I love this salt. This is really a highly recommended salt by a lot of nutritionists. So I'm just gonna get the whiting really good. I just want to make sure I got enough salt and everything. So I'm gonna season it next with some black pepper. I gotta wipe my hands off, you guys, sorry. So it's really important that you use the salt and the pepper like back to back. Salt and pepper is like the two main ingredients for a lot of my food. I don't like to over season or do too much different seasonings in the food. So we have this here now, the shrimp seasoned good, just salt and pepper. Everything right now so far is just salt and pepper. The salmon, the whiting, and the shrimp, just salt and pepper. So now I'm going to get a pack of Sazon. I'm going to add the Sazon only to the whiting and a little bit of Sazon to the salmon. I like to add the Sazon to the whiting because it gives it like a little pretty color. When I'm frying it, you guys will see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna get the back a little, make sure they're all nicely seasoned in. The shrimp, basically, I don't put Sazon on the shrimp. I have another season that I'm going to show you guys that I use on that. I have some lemon pepper seasoning here also as well that I use just on the whiting. I'm going to rub that in. So basically, so far, the only ingredients I have for the whiting is black pepper, salt, Sazon, and a little bit of lemon pepper seasoning. So I rub that in really good and make sure each and every single fillet is basically getting the same love as the other fillets are. I have the salmon. I'm going to rub that in really good too. We're going to make sure all the salmon, these are really thick cut pieces of salmon. So I'm going to be making sure I just rub this in and show each salmon piece an even amount of love as well. Love is key in cooking. So we're going to get here to the shrimp. So what I'm going to basically do is I use the fish fry, and I'm going to pour maybe about a half a cup of fish fry into the bowl. I like to use this fish fry. It's basically just cornmeal with whatever seasonings they put in it. It is seasoned. But I like to add a little flour. So I'm going to get some flour here and add this flour. This is rice flour, you guys, by the way. I like rice flour. It's really light, and it's also going to give the shrimp and the fish, which is what I'm going to fry, it's going to give it like a lighter, crunchy taste. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that I get these coated really, really well in the flour base. So I'm going to get all the shrimp in there. I'm going to nicely make sure it's coated. I like to use the bowls that are regular size bowls because it sort of gets everything all bunched up together, and I'm able to make sure each piece is nicely coated, which is really important. It's coated, fully coated for the frying process. So we're gonna do it again so I can basically coat the whiting fish. I'm going to coat that. I'm going to add a little more flour to that as well. And I'm going to take each whiting, and I'm going to add it into the powder base mix the flour base and cornmeal base one by one. Just gonna speed this part up a little bit for you guys because it's basically the same repetitive procedure. Well, not procedure, but I call it a procedure. Basically, it is a procedure for cooking. There is a procedure for cooking, which everyone should follow, even if it's your own procedure. So we're going to continue with this, and I'm just gonna speed through this part a little bit. Just coating each fillet, making sure each whiting gets the same amount of love. Again, love is key in cooking, you guys. Don't forget to add love to the food. It will definitely have a difference in the end, and you guys will see exactly what I'm saying. So we're basically done coating the fish. We're done coating the shrimp. I'm just gonna line my cutting board again with a couple paper towels. I'm gonna place the bowls here. And I'm going to start my salmon. Okay, here we go. We got the two huge, nice, big pieces of salmon. I'm going to put that in the pan. I'm just going to cut up a bunch of veggies, basically. This is a Scotch bonnet pepper. It's really, really, really hot. Optional. Again, if you guys want to use it, you don't. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to leave it and let it steam out so that way it's just a little bit peppery. I got a green pepper here. I'm going to cut up this green pepper. I'm going to speed this part up too a little bit so you guys can basically see exactly what's going on. I'm going to cut this green pepper up. You guys can go on ahead and like and subscribe this video. I'd really appreciate that. Comment below as well. Let me know if you guys needed any more clarity with anything that I was making, or if you guys liked the video. Just let me know if you liked the video or not. So I like red onions. I'm cutting up the red onions to put with the salmon because to me the red onions give the salmon a little bit of like a not too oniony of a taste, but you still get to have that onion aroma, which is really good, especially when you're baking any seafood. It's also a pretty color, so I like to make the food look just as good as it tastes. So you can't beat that. Good food, and it looks really pretty. The purple onions with the orange salmon and the green peppers. So we have that all squared away. That's going to go into the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes. Yeah. And so next we're going to do the butter sauce. So again, I'm going to send you guys to the description below. You guys can check that out for exactly all the ingredients. I kind of sped through this part as well. Basically just adding all the ingredients that is in the description. I'm doing about a tablespoon for each ingredient. Again, that's going to be in the description. But when it comes to butter sauces, usually you guys like make it to your own taste, like to your own liking. So I might have used the chicken broth, but if you guys just want to use water, you can use water. If you want to use something else to substitute for the chicken broth, whatever your taste buds may like better, you can use that as well. Here you can see I'm using the hot sauce. If you guys don't want to use hot sauce, it's up to you. This is like I'm not going to say like a really spicy sauce, but it has a little kick to it, but not too overwhelmingly spicy where you can't taste every ingredient. I like to make the sauces where you can taste the ingredients inside. Nothing is overpowering one thing. That's really important to me too, that you get the full taste of things that you're eating. So the fish is frying here now, the whiting, and I'm sauteing the fresh onions. These are actually white onions, and the fresh garlic is chopped up in there as well. And I have a little bit of the sweet ginger that I put inside there as well. So I'm taking the fish out now. That's that golden color that I was telling you guys about, a little orange, a little golden, looks like a sunset. I love when the fish comes out this color, and that's just simply adding a little Sazon to it. Where it can just basically give it that nice little texture and a nice taste and a beautiful color. So here we have the shrimps going on. They're frying. That's the tiger shrimps. I also have the butter sauce here that I'm making, and it's just basically simmering down. I added a stick and a half of unsalted butter to that, you guys, along with the chicken broth inside there. So we have the snow crabs over here, and as you've seen, we got the potatoes with the corn in another pot. So this is what the meal is gonna look like, you guys. Here it is. It's finished. That's the salmon with the onions. It looks so delicious. It's the sauce. That is the fried filet, whiting. These are the tiger shrimps, you guys, and this is the feast. Here is the ending of it all. Yes, but the beginning, because we have to eat this. Love having you guys here. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Bye. That was good.